Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, September 19th, 2022 at 6:42 a.m. Ah, wow, my hips hurt on both sides. My hips hurt on both sides. I hope I can hold the phone this way. So, I was able to get much better sleep last night. A whole lot better sleep last night. And so I was able to sleep better last night, and but I had to get up mm, maybe twice to go potty, and then um I forgot what the first dream was that I had. But the second dream that I had, um oh man, my hips hurt so bad. The second dream that I had, it was an elderly white man. We were riding on what looks like a school bus on the inside. I'm like, this can't be a transit bus that we were riding on because all the seats were facing forward. So it had to have been like a school bus. Could have been a Greyhound bus. It was just some doggone bus. But I don't even think it was a Greyhound bus. But I guess it was a school bus or something we were riding on. And a lot of the times I've been having weird dreams about riding school buses lately rather than transit buses. And I don't really have Greyhound bus dreams. I mean, I don't think I ever did have a dream about riding a Greyhound bus or a charter bus or a tour bus or nothing. But I mean, rode them in real life, but I never really had dreams about riding them. But I've had dreams about, of course, riding the hold on. I've had dreams about riding the you know, transit bus or school bus. And the last time I ever rode a bus that was so-called similar to a school bus, um, the last time I remember was like in 2011 or 2012. No, I think it was 2012. Yeah, it was 2012 at that winter shelter in Long Beach, California. That's part of Los Angeles. And they forced the homeless people to ride the bus, and I didn't want to ride the bus. And I would prefer to ride the transit buses, but they wouldn't let me. But you had to be. I heard that the reason why they wanted to force us homeless to ride the bus was because um they wanted to force us homeless to ride the bus. They even said they were not shy in saying it to our face. And other homeless people, they didn't think it was weird, or they didn't try to protest or nothing, you know. Oh man, my hips hurt. So I'm sorry that my face is sideways. But so they were not shy in telling us to our face that they make more money, that they want us to force us to ride the bus, that little will look like a school bus. They want to force us to ride the bus because come on, man, idiots. But they weren't shy in telling us that they wanted to force us to ride the bus because the more money. They make more money off of us homeless. Like they like the winter shelter makes more money by making us ride the bus than for us to have our own transportation there. Now, if that ain't exploitation and trafficking, then I don't know what it is. So they admitted to our face that we have to ride the bus, the school bus, you know, and you had to sit next to other homeless people that smelled like hot dog water, like old stale hot dog water and stuff. But I didn't realize that's basically what if you have pissy clothes for days, that's basically what it smells like. I mean, I've even had to deal with being forced homeless and dealing with myself smelling like that. It's humiliating, it's embarrassing, but then you gotta sit by others who smell like that, and but wow, and when I was at that winter shelter in Long Beach, we had to go to some, I guess, multi-purpose center, and they had a um they had a homeless lesbian she was borderline elderly, and she was trying to make sexual advances at me, and so of course I declined, and oh shit, she was about to rape me in the showers. Like they had open showers, like out in the open, no, you ain't get no privacy or nothing. And I'm glad she didn't put her hands on me, but she acted like she was, trying to make advances and trying to approach me and stuff. And so because she did that and I declined her offers, what she did was she smear campaigned me to other homeless, and they had this her one of her female friends who was bullying me on the bus. It's like, y'all look borderline elderly and y'all bullying and harassing me. And oh, the other lady, you know, oh no, this other person, she wasn't elderly, she was younger than me. She was like, oh, my daughter is 2 years old and she got more common sense than you. That's what ghetto narcs love to say. The fake foster mom, and she used to say, try to point to her whatever grandson she got or whatever grandchild she got, and say that they got more common sense than me when they would be 2 years old. And I was 16 or 17 years old, and the foster brother-in-law Brian, the foster mom's son-in-law Brian, Shelly's husband, the foster sister Shelly's husband Brian, tried to say that his son Ryan, oh Ryan, he's 2 years old, he got more common sense than you. And then I would be 18 and 19 years old, and the foster boy Cody, when he was alive, he died in a car accident. And Cody threw in my face. And Cody was like 10 years old. Where you come from? See? This is what the gang stalkers do. And she's wearing a red shirt too. Is it a woman or a man wearing a red shirt? That's a Hyundai Santa Fe. You see, they pulled in here and then circled them. I mean, then backed out, and then pulled out and then went that way. I get that at least 100 times a day or throughout the night, day or night. I get that people doing that. That's weird. Come on, man. And all these distractions and interruptions is why I can't stay on topic. So, see, that loud ass Toyota Tundra. So, um, so then I can hear the construction, that fake ass construction. So so I mean, well, the so the foster boy Cody, he's like, you act like you're 2 years old. He get that from the foster mom throwing it in my face. That, oh, you act like, oh, 2 year olds got more common sense than you. And that did not start the idea of me being illogical, incoherent, not making sense. It didn't start until me being targeted or me being such a dumbass. Yeah, not until after the situation with Masonic smelling Lanika from the Masonic smelly Kraft family. They're rich and had no reason to smell bad and stink. But you ain't got no choice when you're poor and homeless. And like I didn't I well, Friday I could have had a shower, but I just needed to take a break from taking the buses for a few days, and I didn't have Uber money to go take a shower. So I'm like, well, I freaking had to endure dealing with being forced with 2 or 3 weeks with no shower. So, but I'll be happy to get one today. Saturday I couldn't go because I would have had one, but Saturday I couldn't go because it was closed for some event. So so I mean, yeah, I mean, and then I'm feeling. I mean, the buses had just passed, and guess what? The route 40. Like, I had nothing to do with it, but why the 45 bus passed by here 10 minutes late? Actually, 12 minutes late. The bus passed by here 12 minutes late, and it's like if that's your first trip, you ain't got no reason to be 12 minutes late. But to take a plastic bag, plastic trash bag, and I try to be prepared and have it opened up before I get on the bus. But then I have this sleeping bag I got to carry around. So that's also a little time consuming. And so, and I mean, it's like, as I said, I concluded that and they just started doing that to me lately. The only bus drivers that won't wait for me to sit down, as like the incident that happened this past week, the second I try to turn around and sit down, she hurry up and got it like if she got annoyed and frustrated and just slammed on the gas and I jerked, and I didn't fall on the floor, but I jerked and fell on the seat. And that's a whole bunch of bullshit. I mean, these perp bus drivers, they come on here, you see a new face. You can go to a restaurant. Like, I've had moments like they might just play that role or something for a day. I've had some weird stuff happen. Like at the Treme Pool in New Orleans. I'm going to tell y'all the story. At the Treme Pool in New Orleans, I used to go there. It was free to use their facilities, period. So I used to go there and take showers, right? Randomly, out of nowhere, they had this fake lifeguard. The only one time I ever saw him. And he bullied me about swimming and tell me I can't just go and take a shower and that I have to be swimming. And then he falsely accused me of being a pedophile and one, like, you know nothing about me, little boy. I was already in my mid-30s, and he looked like he was fucking 18 or 19. And so the older men who look like they're pushing 50, they sit there and let this young boy have illegally steal all this fake authority over me. And even though the boy, he was young, he was very young, but he was over 6'5". He was like very tall, but very young at the same time. And hold on. And he looked like he was mixed race, like biracial or something. He was tall and wearing glasses. And so me and him got into a heated altercation. I didn't go back there for a long time. Then later on, I started coming back, and they had this homeless white lady. She would go there and take a shower. And it's like, how come they ain't telling her nothing? And all she would do is be like, and she was skinny, and she must have been on drugs or something. And so she would use the showers. Nobody would tell her anything. And hold up. So so I told this other black man, you know, about the incident, and he's like, they let these white folks use the shower. They let these white folks use the shower without having to swim? Why they giving you an issue or something like that along those lines that he said? I just remember him saying they let these white folks take a shower. I remember that part. So it's fake high traffic. Where y'all come from? Oh, that's that cleanup guy. So yeah, I mean, after a while, I quit going there. I'm like, they wouldn't. It's like, how you know I didn't just go and try to use the exercise equipment upstairs? You just assume that you want to talk about. Oh, you have to take. I mean, you have to swim, and you can't go and just shower because you're a pedophile. You know. I mean, who did I touch? And so then at Pensacola State College, they had that super old white lady. She looked like she was 90 fucking years old or something. And I don't remember her name off the bat, but she told me that despite being homeless, that I cannot go there and just, I mean, even though I take the swimming course, I had to enroll in a swimming class and take a shower. And that because I'm homeless, I have to just shower and get out of there after the swimming session is over, and that I can't spend I can't spend an hour or two. I have to just get 10 minutes to get a shower and get out. Well, needless to say, I never returned. And she was not shy in saying that she thinks that I'm a pedophile just because I'm homeless. And it's like, wow, I'm new to Pensacola. Y'all don't even know me. Where the hell? I didn't realize, I didn't realize that was part of the gang stalking, And so I'm traumatized by the lies, false rumors, and smear campaigns, and I just try to avoid kids now. And the foster mom and the foster sister Shelley, they were very big on, every time we get into an argument in 2006, when they pick an argument or a fight with me, and then they would falsely accuse me of being a pedophile. But then you forced me to watch your kids and your kids and grandkids for free. If you thought I was a pedo, why do you force me to go pick your kids up at school every day? And you didn't even pay me. I had to go out my own gas money. That's the first thing they want to do is call you a pedophile, but make you responsible for changing a child's diaper and all that. Like Kyle, Kayla, Ryan, and Alex and all them, Bryce, who else? Juju, Julian. Why wasn't I falsely accused of pedophilia when I was a teenager, like 15, 16, 17 years old? Even when, in India, Joni's baby, I don't have any recollection of being falsely accused of touching India. But, all this didn't start until my twin sister lied on me and said that I touched her daughter, Raven. First, she lied and said I tried to kill Raven. Then she lied and said that I molested Raven. Now, she's trying to lie and say that, I was caught with Cody in the closet making donkey noises. And if that was true, why is that funny to you? Why are you laughing at something like that? You're laughing at lying on somebody and destroying their lives. If I'm a criminal, lock me up. And then there was a point in time when my twin sister lied on me and said that I molested all three of her children before I could see what pictures of what Makita looked like, and we weren't even living in the same city and state. Before I can even see pictures of what Makita looked like. I mean, how I know about the family members, especially Wyatt and them, come tell me. So my biological great niece Malia and nephew Randy and my baby cousin Janaya, how come nobody ever falsely accused me of molesting them? Well, I mean, I spent not a whole lot of time with them, but, I've seen them a few times. And they want to hold me responsible for watching their doggone kids. But I think Malia and Randy and them are teenagers, and my twin sister, 3 kids, they're teenagers. All the foster grandkids, they're adults now. They're not kids anymore. Like Ryan and Alex, Bryce, Kyle, Kayla, Juju, they're all adults now. I think Kayla has a doggone baby or something. So, yeah. I went off into a whole doggone tangent. But I guess it possibly could tie in or be related to the dream that I had. I kind of woke up emotionally and mentally disturbed by the dream that a white man was telling me, stop. I mean, it's flies and stuff. The white man he showed me this book and trying to say that someone wrote and published a book about how life in prison is more fun and better than life out in regular society. And the man, he was coercive and pushy in the dream. He was coercive and pushy, telling me in the dream that this book that somebody wrote and published about why prison is more fun than regular society or out in society, free, But I know that ain't true. But it's like, I felt like that was a dream manipulation kind of thing, And I woke up kind of traumatized by it. And then I'm sitting here thinking, well, what motherfucker, prison is so fun. Why you ain't in prison? But I've had numerous dream manipulation nightmares of going to get arrested and go to prison. Before I found out I was targeted, I would have nightmares about going to prison. And I would have nightmares about going to prison and be put away for life and locked up for life and never getting out. And then, especially when I was living in Los Angeles, I was the most fearful and traumatized by police. And every single day, there was a point in time where every single day, especially when I went to downtown LA Union Station, I would see somebody, either that or the train stations in Long Beach, like the Blue Line train station, coming home to LA, and so I lived in South Central LA. And so I would, even when I would take the Gold Line towards Pasadena, I would have, I would see the LA County sheriffs and have like be foaming not physically foaming at the mouth like a dog, but psychologically and mentally foaming at the mouth, and having like panic attacks. I'll be feeling panic attacks, feeling scared. I would have panic attacks, feeling scared, just at the sight of police, and I would have nightmares about getting locked up and put away in prison, or have nightmares about me getting arrested. But I know that I'm not guilty of those things that I've been falsely accused of. I have no reason to be guilty. I know what I did. I not know what I didn't do. And then the online perps will falsely say, oh, Candy thinks that just because she claims that she didn't touch children, oh, that makes her perfect. I never said that. Y'all the ones who think y'all are perfect. Y'all sitting there being perps and calling yourselves God's chosen part of 144,000. But you don't bear fruits, or you don't show actions of somebody who's chosen by God. But I'm just going through freaking hell. People of all ages pretending to fake monitor me like as if I'm in detention. Y'all saw what this car just did to me about 15 or 20 minutes ago. That Hyundai Santa Fe. I'm blacklisted from employment. The job I just tried to get, that company tried to set me up. And then they will try to say, well, it's your responsibility if you get pulled over. No, motherfucker, y'all tricked me. So if it would be very sunny outside and they want me to go inspect the car, I couldn't even tell what the lights look like because the sun is so bright. But then, the first day, I didn't even know, the first day I didn't even know with that van. And it's like the second day, I'm like, y'all give me another vehicle with bad hit. Like, come on, y'all doing this on purpose. And they even admit it, I don't know. It's like, and then I had to deal with family members and friends of the family, who try to set me up to try to do like Mark and Ramona and Wyatt and them. They be the main ones who try to, set me up and like trap me in scenarios. And my twin sister too, trap me in scenarios to set me up to get arrested and go to jail, or where something will happen or whatever. And if we get into an argument, they make jail threats or threats to get me locked up in a mental institution and say I'm crazy, need my medication and all that. And, friends of the family, they even try to set me up. And I'm excluded from family. Drunk Lady Yvonne in 2018, that our only argument, my Aunt Yvonne, she tried to say, you have no family. She said, you have no family, like in the highest pitched voice, and she was drunk as fuck. Very drunk. And I have two aunts off both sides. Yvonne off my mom's side and Carolyn off my dad's side, the biological dad, Arthur. They live on the same street, but like about at least 5 blocks away from each other, but like they live adjacent from each other, but far, like a few blocks down on the exact same street in New Orleans, in the 7th Ward. They live on the exact same street in the 7th Ward. So, my Aunt Carolyn, there was a point in time, the moment, it's like, how come I never heard of Aunt Carrie? Aunt Carolyn, they call her Carrie. How come I never heard of her until the day after my cousin Blake's funeral? Blake is Yvonne's son from my mom's side, but Aunt Carrie is from my dad's side. And they want to talk about that Arthur's not your daddy bullshit. Because you're not light-skinned like him. Well, you're not going to say that my niece Monica doesn't belong to Larry because she's not dark like him. Y'all some. That's why I say y'all some doggone retards. But they pretty much hating and jealous, very jealous. So before I end this video, I need whatever help I can get with at least food. I don't need help with the hotel room. But come on, man. See, damn, they're doing this on purpose. Like what? See, how is so? I wish I could have a break from the streets and have help with the hotel room, but I at least need help with money for food. Come on, stop. Damn. See, the moment I go asking for help, that instant. So, see, that's how I feel like this got to be spiritual. So I'm trying to ask for like help with money for food and transportation at least, but I don't need help with hotel room. But it would be nice. But I want to try to promote my writings more. But before I get off here, if I'm a criminal, lock me up.